All right, guys, one more video here. And again, none of this information that I'm sharing with you guys really is new. We've done Classcraft now for months. So I'm just kind of going over this, really not even for you students, but more for parents who may be watching this or want to watch this and figure out what is that you are expected to do. So again, we're going back to the unit here, the American civilizations. The thing I really want to point out to you guys is don't forget the due dates. So if you go right here, if you go to the task tab and you read the task, you see what it is that you have to do. You know what your hot question is. You know you have to type that hot question in your text box before you hit submit. Don't forget, though, to keep track of your due dates. So the land bridge theory, for instance, is due Wednesday, this Wednesday. Every time you see a due date, the due date means that you technically have till 11:30 at night to finish that assignment. So it's almost midnight. So when I say Wednesday, March 18th, it means Wednesday, March 18th at 11:30 at night, which is a lot of time. You have till Wednesday at 11:30 at night to get the land bridge theory done, as well as the Mayan civilization. When you move on to the Aztec Empire, you will have till Friday, March 20th, to do that. When you move over to the Incas, you'll have till Monday, March 23rd, for that. There will be one period, actually, I'm sorry, two periods of time in this unit where you will hit a quote wall, which is more than it's basically like a digital barrier that says, well, hey, you've got up to this point, congratulations, but now you're kind of at a standstill, and you're just going to have to chill out for maybe a day or two, and then all of a sudden the other assignments will open up to you after that. That's just to make sure everybody's on a very similar pace. We don't get a student who finishes an entire unit in a day, which there's some students out. Excuse me. There's some students out there who would do that. They'd finish it in the entire day, and we don't we won't don't really want that to happen. We need to kind of pace out our learning, and we don't want to rush through that. So again, you'll have two walls, but folks, the thing I need to really point out to you guys is the fact that if you start racking up these zeros because you're not paying attention to the due dates, these zeros not only will count against you in Infinite Campus, but according to Ms. Morgan, our superintendent of Hardin County Schools, she has specifically stated that multiple zeros can result in students acquiring absences. So if you have, say, for instance, 2 or 3 or 4 zeros in Infinite Campus for my class, that can count as a full day or maybe 2 days worth of absence. Or let's say I have a zero in Mr. Fuller's class and a zero in Ms. Rao's class and a zero in Mr. Dow's class. It's only one assignment, but I have one zero in each of those three classes. That will count as an absence. If we have enough absences, so let's say half my students don't turn in an assignment and they're not turning in assignments in other classes. Ms. Morgan has stated that that cannot be allowed. The state will not allow that, and we as Hardin County Schools will be required to make up a day at the end of the school year. So we don't want that, right? We don't definitely want to take away from our summer. Turn in these assignments, get them done, um, and enjoy the time you're spending at home, and then over the summer break, because you're also not having to make up any of these days as well. Um, Again, if you have any questions, email me, message me on Classcraft. I'll be making phone calls to parents throughout the week as well as next week, and we can make through this. But we can get through this. But you guys also need to stay safe. Don't go out to large public areas while the virus hasn't actually gotten to Hardin County yet. It's just a matter of time before it does. If your parents are traveling, if they have to travel, then I wouldn't necessarily go to places with high volumes of people. cruise lines, of course, have all been canceled, and I won't be surprised if certain air trafficking will start to be restricted as well. I know right now international flights have been completely canceled. So stay safe and stay healthy, and get the classcraft assignments done. Get the other assignments done in your other classes as well. All right. See you guys.